What is up, YouTube? This is Christy, I'm Professional Dad. I am back with part 2 of my unboxing video, the very first ones that I've ever done. I just now unboxed a Chris Reeve Sabenza Small 31, Jack Wolf, Jack Bro slip knife, a Big Idea design, Lookout fixed blade, a Spyderco Shaman, and a Benchmade 940 Osborne. I just unboxed those in the first half of this video that you can find on YouTube, and this is the second half, and I have some phenomenal knives coming up in this video as well. I've got 4 knives that I cannot wait to share with you. If you enjoy knives, if you enjoy EDC, if you enjoy carrying knives anywhere near as much as I do, and I'm sure that a lot of people out there enjoy just as much, then you will absolutely love these knives coming up, because these are some nice ones. The very first knife that I'm going to open up, now I've already got my box open. I opened this in the first half. I opened it up and I used my Spyderco Endura 4 Knife Center exclusive with black pack of wood scales, Damascus with the VG10 core blade. Just a beautiful Knife Center exclusive that is my favorite knife, because it was a gift from the woman that I love, and I absolutely love this. And if my house burnt down, other than my children, this is what I'm grabbing. I love this knife. It is very important to me and special to me, and that's what I opened the box. But since the box is already open, and again, you can look at that in the very first video, I don't need to go through that process again. But all of these knives, I just done the first half, now I'm doing the second half. They've never been out of the box. I've not even picked them up at one time. I've just picked out the ones that I've just done. Now I'm going to do these. So I've got 4 knives in here. I am going to start with the very first one, and it is the Benchmade Bugout. Now, anybody in the knife world, you know what the Benchmade Bugout is. If you haven't, you've been living under a rock, and they are everywhere these days. So most people are familiar with this. So open it up, you got your little baggie that it comes in, comes out. It's got a little, I'm assuming that's a sticker, or is that just a card? Same thing was in the Osborne. I've got other Benchmates. I've never even checked to see if that was a sticker. But here you go, the Benchmade Bugout. What a beautiful knife. Wow. This is gorgeous. I love those blue thumb studs. The fact that it's a different tint and tone of blue than the scales, I really like that. I like the black screws and accents. I like the fact that the spacers in the back are the same blue as the thumb studs. It is a deep carry pocket clip. You know, one thing that stands out to me immediately with pocket clips, especially if they're deep carry, is are the screws inset or not? Because if they're not, there's a good chance that they might snag on your jeans or on the hem of your pocket when you go to pull it out. These are not inset, but okay, that's neither here nor there. I'm sure that will be just fine. It's extremely light. It is a reverse pocket clip. I do like that. Now, unfortunately, it is only tip up carry. I like that famous Benchmade axis lock there. Wow. I'm not good at flipping these things. Now you can tell this brand new, so it's a little still tight. Maybe need to put some oil on that thing. I am not good at this. There we go. But yeah, so I'm not good at this at all. Super light knife, super light. I like those handles. I like that a lot. Benchmade Bugout. Most of us are familiar with the Benchmade Bugout. We've either seen them, we've held them, we've experienced them, we've watched a lot of videos about them. We know how popular they are. We've seen a lot of videos where, like I recently saw Taylor from Best Damn EDC do a comparison with their, what do they call it? It's the knife from Walmart, the orange knife that cost $10, and he done a comparison with the Bugout, and it was amazing how well it done for $10. It's got D2 still and stuff, and just a really nice knife for $10. But everybody's trying to replicate this right now. Everybody's trying to get in on the bandwagon of the Bugout. I've got a few knives over there. So a CJRB that I just got in that looks just like the Bugout. I mean, I've got, and it's an axis lock. There's all kinds of knives out there right now that are trying to copy the Bugout, and there's a reason why. You only have to hold this thing in your hands one time to see. I mean, it feels, you have to hold one of these to understand how it feels a little intimidating, like you're afraid to use it too aggressively because you don't want it to break. But at the same time, you know, because it's a Benchmade and the way that these things are made, that it's not going to. It's kind of misleading with that feel. But at the same time, you know that that steel and that blade, super thin. Look at that blade stock, how thin that is. So it's extremely slicey. A good point on it. Ooh, extremely sharp blade. I mean, great EDC pocket knife. You're going to be able to do almost anything you need to on a general daily use basis. Now, of course, there's things that you won't be able to do with this knife that you can do with some other knives. But for what it is, this is phenomenal. What a phenomenal knife. You can hardly feel this thing in your hands. Like I said, it's a little misleading with how it feels because it kind of feels a little plasticky in those handles, those scales, and there's no liners. So it feels almost like almost weak a little bit, like you're gonna snap it in half or break it. But wow, what a, and like the 940 Osborne that I'd done in the previous video, there's no jimping on the blade. There's a little bit of jimping on the steel liners, but they are not full liners. Let me see. Let me get some stats on this thing right here. I am pretty sure that this has got let me see. I apologize. Should have had this actually pulled up first. And I just got carried away and ready to do the next video. So, all right, let me see. This has got the axis lock. This is, let me see. Satin finish drop point blade made of CPM S30V stainless steel. Dual blue finish titanium thud studs with bronze pivot washers. Textured blue Grivery handle scales over nested steel liners. They are nested in there. And again, they don't go the length of the scales. A very safe and strong and ambidextrous axis lock mechanism. Reversible mini deep carry pocket clip and oversized lanyard hole. That is a small pocket clip right there. It's not very big. I mean, this thing is all about efficiency. It's all about light, small signature in your pocket. I mean, this, exactly what they're going for with this. It pulls it off well. And at the same time, with the materials, the S30V and stuff like that, and the Grivery handles, they do it without sacrificing the integrity of the knife, the durability, the strength of the blade, the edge retention. Bravo, Benchmade. Bugout is a phenomenal knife for a reason. You guys are really good at what you do. You have a fantastic champion of a knife here. There's a reason that they're everywhere, that everybody has one, owns one, or wants one, or has had one, because they are phenomenal knives. And there's a reason that they've taken the knife world by storm, and they're one of the top selling knives of all times. I mean, when you consider single, not brands, but models, I mean, the Benchmade Bugout is just a phenomenal knife. I absolutely love this. I'm a little shocked about how I mean, it's getting a little bit better, but the action is a little tight. I'm gonna have to get in there and do what I do. I'll have to watch a YouTube video on that, on how to loosen that up, whether it be oil or loosen a screw or something like that. I don't want to mess anything up, and I'm not that guy who has enough time to learn all about these knives and taking them apart, putting them back together, working on them, changing scales. See, that's another thing. Like, I've seen a lot of people with their Bugouts where they've changed the scales, and they'll have these things with the awesome, amazing scales on them. They'll look completely different than what they did. Or putting different liners and thumb studs and all this different stuff. Now, thumb studs, obviously, I can put in, but all the different hardware that goes along with it. I mean, these people completely changed their knife completely from what it originally looked like, and they turned it into something else. I would love to be able to do that. I'm not that guy right now, and that doesn't mean that I won't be in time if I ever take the notion to do that, because I would dive in and I would really quickly learn everything I need to know, and I would become a pro at it. But because I would like to change these scales, I would love very much to put some titanium or flatanium scales on here, just change it up a little bit. But man, I really like that. Now, there's a new one that's out right now. I don't know if it's limited or anything like that. I've seen it on Blade HQ and on Knife Center, and I did get this from Blade HQ. This knife comes in at $162, so plus shipping and tax and stuff like that. But there's a couple right now with some different steels. There's some with different handles and everything, and I would love to grab one or two of them. But this knife is a phenomenal knife. Well done, Benchmade. The Benchmade Bugout. This is I've owned other ones before, but this is the first one I have in my collection right now. The only one. And man, that action is just... I'm not the best with the action anyways. I've got to get better at that. I've said that before. The next one that I'm wanting to show you, because I'm saving the best two for last, the next one that I'm wanting to show you is an MKM Hero. Now, this is an Italian-made knife. By the way, I want to check something really quick. I'm pretty sure that Bugout is American-made. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm almost 99% sure it is, but yep, made in the USA. All right, cool. All right, and that, by the way, was also 1.85 ounces. Man, that's light. Yeah, 1.85 ounces. That is light. You can barely feel that thing. But this is the MKM Hero. This is made in Italy. This is an Italian-made knife. This is a phenomenal knife. I've not owned one of these Heroes before, but I've seen them, and they're just like the Vipers. I've had some Viper turns and stuff like that, and they're just so well made. They are phenomenal. I mean, when you just hold one in your hand, you can tell that you are holding a knife on a whole different playing field than a lot of your cheaper knives, Gerber and Kershaw and stuff like that. Not saying that they don't have some phenomenal knives from those manufacturers, like your higher end ones and stuff, but just I'm talking about just your typical ones, your budget ones and stuff. When you carry a Viper turn or a Hero or an MKM in your hand, you can tell that you're holding something in your hand that is just something special. So I want to open this up here really quick. Very first time I'm ever opening this up. Ooh, it comes a little pouch. That's so typical these days. So many knives come in pouches. MKM. Let's see. tell you this thing is heavy. It has got, excuse me, it's got some weight to it. All right, so comes with the little S tool, like a, excuse me, a little Allen wrench, a little folded pamphlet like. No stickers. Bummer. MKM. This knife cost a fortune. Where's the daggone sticker? Alright, so. Wow. Oh my gosh. Did you hear that? Let me do that again. Oh, one more time. Wow. I saw this on Knife Center, and he talked about the Hero. And when he did, I saw it. I was like, man, I've seen them before. I've never owned one, but I want to. And he gave me the idea, and I got this. And what a knife. This is beautiful. Look at that. Forgive my fingerprints on the knife. Look at that. Look at that aggressive jimping. I mean, that thing has got some jimping in the back. That's what you call it, jimping. It's almost a saw. Not literally, but some nice aggressive thumb studs. Oh man, that sound. That is a deep carry pocket clip right there. Look at that deep carry pocket clip. The screws are on the top instead of, man, and it is reversible. Now, unfortunately, it's only left or right. It is still only tip up. That is a deep carry pocket clip. This backlock, that backlock is phenomenal. I can't get over that sound. That sounds amazing. Look at this knife. I have a Sabenza, a Jack Wolf, Big Idea Design, two Benchmades, or two Benchmades, Spyderco Shaman, and now this. And I'm gonna tell you, I don't know. This is right there with that. Man, there's some good ones. They're all so good. I'm tired of trying to pick which one's my favorite so far, because just when I think, yep, this is it, I open another one and it's like, wow. That the thing that I like about this so much is look at my hands, how big they are, and look how great this fits in my hand. Now, it'd be hard to carry this everywhere on an EDC basis because you're talking about dragging your pants down, because this has got some weight. But man, what a knife. I would love to carry this on a daily basis, and I'm going to. Let's learn some stats on this thing. And again, I apologize for not having this already up. I should have, and forgive me. Okay, the MKM Hero backlock knife, black sheer touch. Let's see what it says about it. It has got a drop point blade made from Bowler M390 steel with the stone wash finish. Dual thumb stud openers for a quick opening. Durable black sheer touch handle, and you can, that's sheer touch. I mean, that feels good. I mean, that is so good. That's almost got that 3D feel to it, like some of the Essies and stuff does. Not as aggressive, but it definitely has that feel to it. Let's see, right-handed tip-up carry pocket clip. So it is not reversible. It is right-handed carry only. 8.5 inches overall, 3.67 inches of blade, 3.4 inches of cutting length. Draw point, flat grind, stone wash finish. Let's see. Handle material, it says other, so I'm not exactly sure what that is. 5.9 ounces of weight. This thing is a beast. It is heavy. Right-handed or left-handed, so it is a reversible pocket clip. Okay, there we go. Tip up, manual opener. It is on washers with a lock-back lock. It's designed by T. Rumisi in Italy for everyday carry. Now I'm going to tell you right now, if you do not have an MKM Hero and you like Italian knives, if you like knives that's got some weight, some bigger knives, some of your cold steels are really big, bulky. I've got an AD10 that's massive, and I love that. That's my favorite EDC knife to carry around every day. Like if I switch around from other knives, but overall, that's the one I keep going back to because it's bigger, it fits in my hands well. So this has got that feel, those bigger cold steel type knives. The difference is this is an Italian-made knife that has excellent manufacturing, excellent tolerances. I can't get over that sound. The materials are phenomenal. Let me see what this. I love that deep carry pocket clip. Okay, so this is $289.90 on Blade HQ right now, plus shipping and tax. What a beautiful daggone knife. But MKM, seriously, where is the sticker? $289 and you can't give us a sticker? Everybody else gave us a sticker. Why can't you? I'm joking. Or am I? I love those stickers. I say that in the first video. I collect all those daggone stickers. I save every one of them. My kids want to get all of them and use them. I've got a whole bunch of Spydercos and I won't let them use them. I just keep stacking them up. I don't know what for. They're pointless, but I love the knife stickers. That thing is awesome. I love this knife. Guys, if you want a phenomenal knife, this thing, I'll tell you what this would be great for. I'll tell you exactly what this would be great for. If you've got a father or a grandfather or somebody like that you want to buy a knife for, that somebody that maybe it's not going to carry it all the time, but they just love knives, they appreciate them, and you want to get them a really good knife that they would just love owning and holding, maybe put in their drawer in their collection, or jerk it out and they wear it on special occasions, or carry it around on special occasions, I should say. Not wearing it's not a tie, it's a knife. But man, this is a knife that you could get for somebody that this right here is it. This is the gift. Father's Day, birthdays, this could be a wedding gift. I mean, this is phenomenal. What a daggone good knife. Oh my gosh. The MKM Hero. And you are my hero. I love this knife. Right. Down to the last two. All right. Okay, so I've done one fixed blade and the rest have been folders. The fixed blade that I done was on the first video, and that was the Big Idea Design, the Lookout. So now I'm going to do one more fixed blade and save my other folder for last. This fixed blade is a knife that if you are a knife person, you are familiar with the name. And man, this thing has got some weight. It is a Winkler knife. I've always wanted a Winkler knife. I'm going to pull this one out and set this here so I can get rid of this box. Okay, Winkler knives. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, now now we're talking. See there? Now that's a sticker. That right there is a sticker. Okay. I already appreciate this. Take that foam off. Let's see. We have got all right. I'm assuming this is some kind of wicked wax, a wax for the knife. Some hardware. To trade out some hardware for your sheath. Let's see. Winkler's knife. It's like a welcome card. Let's see. Winkler knife. Foldable sheath instructions. And a thank you card with the control number on this knife is 2402. 2402. This control number identifies the person who crafted and inspected this tool. Please retain this card for reference in the event you need to contact Winkler Knives regarding your purchase. Boom. All right. Let's see here. Oh, look at this. Wow. What? It's like a dual pocket clip, or belt clip, I should say. You could use that as a pocket clip or a belt clip. Wow. This thing is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that milling right there. Look at that sheath. Look at how well made that is. I mean, this is a whole nother level. This is a whole nother level. Let me see here. Let me see. I apologize for this. I'm just going to look this up really quick so I can see exactly what this knife is called again, because I cannot remember what the name of it is. It is the Winkler Knives Belt Knife Fixed Blade Canvas. I know that dead time, dead space, dead air is not something that anybody should ever want to see or hear or do. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Winkler Knives Belt Knife Fixed Blade with black canvas laminate. It is 5160 steel blade, 3/16 inches thick, with the Caswell non-glare finish. The handle on this knife is black canvas laminate scales. Its ambidextrous Kydex lined leather sheath can be worn vertically or horizontally with minor adjustments. Oh, now that's a great thing that I remember seeing about this. This is a leather sheath, but it's Kydex lined inside to give it that snap and give it that constant, well, it doesn't really snap, but it keeps its form. It holds it in place really well. I'm not familiar with this material, this handle material, but I mean, that is tacky. Wow. Big Idea Design. Last video I said that she was my favorite fixed blade every day. You are still my favorite EDC fixed blade by far that I own at this time. But my favorite fixed blade overall by far, hands down, no questions asked, is this thing right here. Wow, this knife is gorgeous. Winkler knives, their craftsmanship and quality is, I mean, this is just speechless right here. Winkler knives right there on the, wow. Wow. Now this knife comes in at $350. It's 9 inches overall, 4.75 inches of blade length with 4.5 inches of cutting edge. 80 CRV 2 steel, clip point, a black finish, black laminate canvas. The weight is 7.2 ounces with the leather sheath. Made in USA, and this is considered a tactical knife. And I'm going to tell you right now, I would take this to the woods with me in a heartbeat, but I'm going to tell you at the same time, you've got to feel this thing. If you've never had a Winkler knife, you've got to get one and feel it. This does not feel like a normal knife. I mean, it's hard to explain. I mean, obviously it feels like a normal knife. I mean, what it feels like a gun. I take that back. It feels like a knife. It doesn't feel like a normal, average, everyday, run-of-the-mill, you know, you just pick up a fixed blade and hold it in your hands. This does not feel like that. I mean, great grip, aggressive jimping. That blade, oh, that is razor sharp. I mean, I could cut my hair. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, easy cutting that hair, just easy, just barely run across your arm and you'll slice yourself up. No problem if you ain't careful. This is gorgeous. Now this comes in at $350, and I'm going to tell you, it is worth every bit of it. Now the thing about this knife, and the one thing that I can already tell just because of the weight, this is going to be a very limited carry knife. The Big Idea design, that thing is small, it's elegant, it's durable, it's titanium with M390 blade steel, so it's tough and sturdy, but it has that, like I said in the last video, that refinement, that sophistication, that elegance to it. So you can carry it in jeans or you can carry it in dress pants, either one. It's smaller, it's lighter, so you can carry that anywhere you want on a daily basis. It's not going to weigh your pants down, and it's not as aggressive walking into a place and having this on your side and pulling this thing out to use it for cutting something. Big difference. This is going to be a much more specific carry, going specific places, just specific moods, specific purposes. That's what this for. This is for, I should say. I'm definitely going to modify this to where I can carry it cross draw. I mean, this is just beautiful. I love this thing. This is gorgeous, people. If you've never had a Winkler knife, go and get yourself one. And another thing, all the goodies they've got. I mean, yeah, it's just little stuff, but wax and a great sticker, great hardware, so you can switch the pieces to your sheath around. Wow, I love this. Love it, love it, love it. So, I have got one last knife that I'm going to share with you now. There was two knives that I was super stoked about, and I said this in other videos that I've done, and I've only done a couple, and I said it in both videos, that the two knives that I was most eager to get into my hands and to own was a Chris Reeve Sebenza and a Chaves. I just opened a Chris Reeves Sabenza in the last video, and in this video here, I am going to own the second one that I wanted, and that is a Chaves. Wow. This is the Chaves rendition. All right, stop putting model numbers on the tags. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's going to remember that. We want to know the model name. We want to know what this knife is called. We want to be able to pull that box out and say, oh, that's this knife right here. But I'm pretty sure this is the Chaves rendition. But let me go ahead and I hate the fact that I did not do this, and I apologize to everyone that is watching this video. If anybody ever did I seriously just do that? I seriously just popped that box right open. Oh well, that's something that simple glue can fix, and it will be glued. All right. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Let me see. I need to find out for sure what this blade is called, which one that it is. This is the Liberation. Yep. The Chaves Liberation. And they are sold out. I must have got the last one that they had. Just looking up through here and seeing if I can see any more of them. I do not. Okay, so let's pull this out. Now, another knife that you do not get a sticker with. That's disappointing. Chaves, come on. Oh, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, okay. So you got another little pocket clip if you don't like your skull. But why in the world would you not like that skull? That skull is awesome. That's one of the things that makes this knife. Look at this. Look at that knife. Look at that. This is the Chaves Liberation. All right, it's a 229 frame lock knife with carbon fiber. Black PVD blade M390. It is a Blade HQ exclusive. Black finish drop point blade made from Bowler M390 steel, dual thumb studs and pivot bearings for smooth opening. Carbon fiber handle scale with a black titanium frame. Solid titanium frame lock. Tip up skull pocket clip with optional milled clip included. So it's only tip up carry. It's not reverse. It's only one-sided. Wow. Wow, this knife is amazing. What a beautiful knife. What a beautiful knife. Good size, fits good in my hand, no jimping, but I really don't need it. I mean, it'd be nice, but you really don't need it on this knife. It's so big, it fits your hand so well, you know, you can really get your thumb out there on that. This knife is gorgeous. And I do not know why you would need that other milled the milled pocket clip is nice to have, you know, in case something happened to this, God forbid, but why you would not want to keep that skull pocket clip, the Chaves, the classic known Chaves pocket clip, that you want that on there. That's, or in my opinion, I don't know why anybody else would want to take that off. It's 8.25 inches overall with 3.75 inches of blade length, 3.25 inches of cutting length. Like I said, it's Bowler M390 with the drop point, hollow grind, black finished blade. Let's see, carbon fiber handle over a frame, titanium frame lock. Let's see, 4.7 ounces, tip up only, manual with thumb studs. It's made in China by Ramon Chaves, and it is gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to be honest, because the point of this video is not to go over the stats and the specs. I'm just saying those things just so people know. And by the way, just so everybody knows, this knife is $350 right now on Blade HQ, and that's a Blade HQ exclusive. It's sold out. That's not counting tax and your shipping. All right, the real point of this is to experience opening these knives for the very first time. The very first Jack Wolf I've ever owned, the very first Lookout, the very first Hero I've ever owned, the very first Sebenza, the very first Chaves, the very first Winkler that I've owned that are mine. Getting to open these up on camera and experience them with you, and you getting to hear my genuine opinions and feelings and excitement of what it feels like to hold it in my hand, to experience it, to see it, to feel it. I don't care about the stats. I'm telling you those just because it's part of the process, and I know that a lot of people care about that. Okay, but now here I want to go over something. I want to say something about this knife. I have been waiting for a Chris Reeve Sebenza and a Chaves. Those are the two biggest, most epic knives or grail knives that I've been looking for. I've got my Sebenza 31, the small one over there that I opened up in the last video a while ago, and now I've got this Chaves. When I opened up that Sebenza, it was everything I thought it was going to be. It was just opening it, feeling it, looking at it. It was amazing. This knife is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It feels good in the hand. It you can feel the quality in it. It does not have that same wow factor for me opening up, and now that I actually have it in my hands and feel it, that Sebenza does, or that Winkler did. That Winkler blew me away. Like, that was amazing. That Sebenza blew me away. The Jack Wolf blew me away. The Big Idea Design, the little Lookout, blew me away. This is super nice, and I absolutely love this knife, and I will carry the heck out of this knife. Trust me. I'm going to put this thing through so much EDC. It's going to, I'll wear this thing out. It'll be sharpened 100 times, by Christmas. I'll use this thing so much. Man, it's got a little bit of a, hang up there. I'm going to have to figure out why. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing. I'm pressing on that daggone, that frame lock. I've been doing that with my fingers. I press on the frame lock so I can't open it. I actually keep myself from opening a knife. But I'm going to carry the heck out of this. I'm going to use it a lot. I'll end up having to put an edge on it a couple times by Christmas, or at least, early in next year. So this knife is going to get a lot of use. I'm going to love showing this knife off. I'm going to love carrying this knife. I'm going to love doing follow-up videos on this knife. But this knife does not have the same wow factor. Oh my gosh, blow me away. That is everything I thought and more that the Sebenza or the Winkler had, or even that Hero had. This knife is amazing. It's got all that you could want in a knife. It's not that I expected more. It's just once you you compare it with the feeling and the emotion and the experience of opening the other ones, then you open this and it's still significant. It's amazing. And maybe if I had opened it by itself, and it would have had those same wow factors, but I've been so emotionally and sensually just overloaded by opening all these that maybe now that this is the last one, I've kind of had an endorphin dump and it's coming down. So I don't know, but it's still a great knife. I still love it. Fantastic knife. I'm going to carry the heck out of it. I'm definitely going to fix this box that I messed up and can't believe that I've done that. But yeah, I don't mean to make it sound like I'm not tickled to death about it, because I am. I love this freaking knife. I love it, and I can't wait to carry it. I'll carry this more than the Sebenza, probably by far, just because it's bigger, fits my hands better. I like that black look. Plus, I don't want to mess up the Sebenza or lose it or something like that. So I'm going to carry this knife a lot more. Don't get me wrong. So I'm not meaning to say anything negative about, there's not one negative thing about this knife other than the fact that send me a daggone sticker next time I open this thing up. Other than that, amazing knife. I love it. Overall, I've opened all these knives tonight. Many of them have been first time knives for me. You know, experienced them maybe before, or seen them or held them, or even some of them I've never even held one or seen one in person. So I've gotten to experience all these tonight and open all these knives. And I'm reminded again why knife collecting is such a beautiful and wonderful thing, and why we do this thing. It's fun, it's enjoyable. Everybody should do it. Everybody should find something that they enjoy doing. If it costs a little bit of money, but you enjoy it, it's worth it. You're going to spend the money anyway, so do it on something that you're going to enjoy doing. You can definitely tell a difference between high quality knives and knives that are budget knives or $100 knives that you can get at any hardware store, or buck knives or whatever, regardless of how well made they are and how quality they are and nice they are and heirloom pieces they are. You can definitely tell a difference when you get into that next tier of knife, when that you're getting up there to that 300, 350, 500. You can tell a significant difference. It's a whole nother ball game, and you can feel it, you can tell it, and hopefully when I use them, it's going to continue in that that pattern of wow, that pattern of living up to expectations. And I'm sure that they all will. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait to get back in future videos and share that. If there's a favorite video of yours, or a favorite knife, I should say, of yours that I've opened in this video, or if you've watched them both and you've seen them all, what's your favorite of all of them? For me, it's the Chris Reeve Sebenza. No, I can't say that. I love the Sebenza. I love the Jack Wolf. I love the Winkler. The Winkler has blown me away. I can't get over that. They're all so nice. They're all so nice. I'm blessed. I'm fortunate. I love these things. I'm glad to have done this. I hope that you guys got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm not expecting anybody to actually watch these videos, but if you do and you actually got something out of it and you enjoyed it, hey, great. Thank you for watching it and enjoying these with me. I love this. I love this stuff. I love it. I love knives. I love EDC. I want to start sharing some of my EDC gear on these videos. But I've got more knives coming. I'm going to be doing more unboxing. So keep following. I'm Chris. I'm the Unprofessional Dad. Thanks for watching.